Well, here I am. Yes, it's the middle of the night. Can't you tell? I mean, look at me. But this is a lot of times when I get some deep thoughts or things come to me. And yes, I do sometimes have dreams. Go ahead, say what you will. And things will come to me. And I just want to document something because it came across my brain. And I think it's important, or it may be important in the future. I was thinking about a comment that was made, and it wasn't being unkind, but it was just an observation about myself. I was trying to do my role as a nurse, and as a nurse, sometimes you're an advocate for your patients. And so I was, providing some information as I was required to do. And another person made the comment, "Oh, I forgot to warn you, Eunice talks a lot." And I was thinking about that tonight, and I'm not upset with that person because it was true. I do talk a lot, and it's probably why the TikTok and YouTube and stuff comes natural to me. Yep, I do talk a lot. Unfortunately, maybe I'm trying to compensate for the many, 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 many years where I wasn't allowed to speak, or where I was told not to speak, or I was told to be quiet or stay silent. Mind your own business. I can't tell you how many regrets I have because I listened to the people who wanted me to stop talking. My whole life, people have wanted me to stop talking. So it's no surprise to me that when I look back and I realize what people wanted me to stop talking about or to be quiet about, or now, Eunice, that's enough talking. You've said enough. I think you should be quiet. When I look back, all the way back, the people who wanted to be quiet and what they wanted me to be quiet about are the very things and the very times when I should have shouted from the rooftops and not kept silent. So I was thinking about that. And I was also thinking about the call that I know that is on my life. And I'm so through arguing with any person about that call in my life to preach. And it may, that's a general term. I preach about a lot of things, from God to gardening to, the gutter things that happen that are hidden in the gutter. I preach about a lot of things. And being called to be a preacher is not a natural gifting. It is a spiritual calling. And I think that the enemy knew that I had that calling long before I did. In hindsight, I realized that calling began probably when I was about 5 or 6 years old. Ironically, that was also about the same time when things started happening in my life that I was told to keep quiet about. Well, guess what? Hold on to your hats. Because if you think Eunice talks a lot about all kinds of things now, wait till Eunice really, really steps out into that call to preach. Because the time for Eunice to be quiet about things that she was told her whole life to be quiet about is over. Maybe I'm just getting to an age or getting to a point in my spiritual walk where your discomfort, your wanting to keep things in the dark, I'm just done with it. Because you know what? The only way that things are healed and resolved and cleaned up and taken care of and people are set free is when you turn on the light, pull back the rug, open the closed door, and talk. So I'm going to keep talking. Sorry, enemy, you lose.